Hey everyone, welcome to the Room for Improvement. I'm Walter.
I'm Ben.
I'm Branden.
Alright, so first off, I would like to read, is it a memoir? Wait, what?
It's a bio poem
Alright,
from
okay.
our good friend Michael Moses McEnroe, the true Irishman.
And a potato farmer. If you do not know him, you'll find him in the hallways walking around with his red gamer t-shirt. Used to be Duck Dynasty all the time.
He just reached a total of 7 shirts.
Yeah,
Seven
few
shirts.
shirts.
He's got one for every day of the week, which is a new high.
Would it be out of order though? Be completely random.
Oh, he's
Which
changed-
is of
he
the
changed
select
that, yeah.
shirts.
Okay, alright. And I present to you, Michael Moses McEnroe. Alright? Moses, a figure of authority. Powerful, interesting, humble, and kind. I can't read his handwriting.
You want me to read it?
Why is that an A? But it looks like a backwards K. All right, area of all of his, all of his great qualities. Son of Dan, brother of
Alex, dog.
man, I'm all right. I'm
Let
not
me
doing
get
that. No, shut up. All right, son of Dan, brother of Alex, who feels lonely when sad, and happy when I'm with you.
That's deep.
That was deep.
Spit it out.
Giver of laughs. It's a Q. And he put a Q, not a G. Giver of laughs and disciplines of confusion and sadness. Who fears parting the Red Sea, clowns, heights, and dropping small children.
Kites.
Heights.
Oh.
Who loves food, nachos, pizza, and hamburgers. Who will win lottos and get to be a senator. Who admires sports heroes, golf, Arnold Palmer, and police. Who lives on a nice house on West Pearson Road, built in the 1800s. Michael Moses McEnroe.
Thank you, Michael.
Wow.
To conclude that
Feel-
beautiful statement.
I feel like I'm a whole different man now.
Exactly. You now know
Enlightened.
Michael Moses McEnroe. Okay, so what do we talk about first, boys? You can.
It's Friday the 13th.
Well, I feel like you want to start with the whole YouTube thing.
It's the damn date. We can do the YouTube thing.
Friday the 13th. It's the
It's a
day of
scary-
horror.
It's a scary day.
Even though horror is shit now.
It's a pretty legendary date in terms of its history.
Well, what is its history?
Well, it's
Made one good
become
movie
some
back
part
in
of
the
pop culture.
80s.
Yeah,
Part 2,
they were-
Part 3 was garbage.
Uh,
Everything after that was horrible.
I mean, they weren't that bad. They're just
They were bad.
cheesy.
Yeah, but I mean, in the 80s,
That was legendary.
I know.
I bet,
exactly.
yeah. See, that's the problem with watching movies today. It's you
You have too high of a standard.
exactly. You go see movies. Dunkirk. I know you didn't like it, Wally. I'm sorry
It's
about
not
that. But then you watch, these movies. It's like, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah.
And
Well,
that was back when. I guess horror movies still are. People are just dumb. Don't hide in the
Horror
closet.
movies now are just garbage.
Well, yeah, there is no horror.
It is
Anymore.
pretty good.
Well, Hollywood
Actually,
is
I
no
haven't seen it,
longer
so I
like
can't say that.
like people don't try new things in Hollywood. You see all these movie remasters. They're coming out with a new Chucky. It's like they don't want anything unique. They don't want anything new. So you just have like
you
either have remakes or just like really cliche horror movies.
Yeah, like it's all
that
just like
follow the
supernatural.
rules that are
shit.
just going to be consumed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
garbage.
And let me tell you something. You've probably seen it because everyone has seen it. I am so thankful that today is the day that Happy Death Day comes out, so I never have to see that god awful commercial again.
Yeah, that movie
With
was
the dumb
garbage.
broad, with the damn cupcake, with the candle. Happy birthday! I'm having deja vu.
Happy Death Day looks like garbage.
Oh my god.
That looks like complete garbage. It's like that. What's the one by who's the guy who makes like the twists? He's a director, I'm pretty sure. It was
What?
There was a chick who climbed in her grandma's oven.
Hansel and Gretel?
No,
Oh no,
The
The
Visit.
Visit.
The Visit,
M.
yeah.
Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
Whatever.
That was
matter.
something.
That movie was garbage. That was complete garbage. The ending was pretty cool.
No, I thought it was a good movie, even though it technically wasn't that scary, and that was Get Out.
I never saw it, so
Get Out. Is that the one? Did you just say don't spoil it?
don't spoil it.
Is that the one where the black guy goes to the house with the white people who are like,
Like
have,
they're
like,
inherently
slave-
racist or
Yeah.
something. They love killing black people.
and they
I don't know, like,
take
that's
over
the
his
plot.
They
mind.
just made it because of the political agenda nowadays. let's
Oh
be
yeah,
honest
they,
here.
like all like the people who work on their houses are like black people because like they like take them. No. It's oh yeah, that's I'm not supposed to
take
spoil it. They get in like their minds,
Right.
like when they
They
die.
well, you're never gonna see it.
I was trying to watch it literally in August. Okay, but I was watching it on Fire
But you see,
Stick.
that's the thing. That movie was unique, right? It was different. Okay, it wasn't.
That wasn't really a horror movie though.
Yeah,
That was more of a
but
psychological thriller.
but I mean, it was. It could still be put under horror as a genre. I mean, it wasn't action. It wasn't adventure. Certainly, as hell wasn't a romance. So, I mean, it would be considered horror. It still had horror attributes. Maybe sci-fi, but I mean, it was still unique to the horror franchise. So, like I said, I mean, it was a little bit scary. A little bit. I said that before I started talking about it. So it wasn't even that it was that scary, but it was different. It was unique, and it did have some horror. Like,
Yeah, at least it's not like.
it's not cliche.
Yeah.
All right. What's your guys' favorite? I shouldn't say favorite. What do you guys think is the most scariest horror?
Pet Cemetery. Oh, I thought you were about to say movie.
No, like a person.
Probably Michael Myers. I'm still.
Like you're thinking Michael Myers?
Well, my dad
What about you?
scarred me for life for that one because he had the Michael Myers mask and he'd always
jeez.
scare me and my sister.
Yeah.
Like there was one time where my sister was young and my dad wanted to have him and my sister watch Halloween. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get more popcorn." And then he put on the mask. Mind you, my sister's like 6 years old, middle of the night, and he walks up on her and just scares the absolute shit out of her. She couldn't like sleep for forever. She had to sleep with my dad.
Well, that's the thing about horror movies I like.
Slept with them?
I mean, she was scared.
There are horror movies that are not scary when you watch it, and they're just jump scares. No, they don't like mess with your mind. Best horror movies are the ones that really get you like
Pet Cemetery, dude.
like when you turn out the lights, like you get freaked out, dude. That's like what a Conjuring did for me, dude. Like with that nun coming out of the wall, stuff, dude. I think that's like the scariest character. At least I've seen. The nun thing, dude. That
It's in one scene.
Dude, that's still creepy as hell, dude. That had me like whenever I turn on the lights or look in the mirror, like it just had me really freaked out. That's the type of horror movies I like. It's like it gets you really freaked out.
I'm gonna agree with Wally. Michael Myers. That like pale white ass face.
Yeah, that's.
It's just and those like dark eyes. It's scary as hell.
Yeah, it is. But
Jason's pretty scary too if he can make up his damn mind on what the hell he's gonna wear.
what do you mean?
I mean, the second one he's got that sack on his head.
Well, that's because but then he donned the mask.
Yeah. What in the third one?
Yeah, it was in the third one where he donned the mask because, actually I don't know how he got.
And that-
Oh yeah, he killed the one dude, the one. Spoilers for a movie made in the '80s. All right, there was this like fat guy who kind of looked like Sean Rogan as a Jew, and then, or wait, that's Seth Rogen, Sean Rogan. All right. But okay, so he was like wearing he was trying to scare someone, so he had like that mask on. He's wearing this little swimming suit, and then he popped up out of the water or something. Then he got stabbed, and then he took the mask and he started wearing it, and there you go, a legend was born.
Because he's because you don't see his real face a lot. You see it you saw it in the first one when that nasty jumps out of the lake after being.
Oh yeah, but the first one wasn't even about Jason. It was about his mom.
About his mom, yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, you think she's safe. The cops on the shore.
Well, yeah, but that
Takes
was
her down.
that was a dream.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. In the second one, you find out that was a dream.
What about the dude who jumped through the wall at the very end?
What are you talking?
She
about?
dies. What are you talking about?
She dies in the beginning of the second movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, but she didn't die in the first movie.
When did I say that?
You said that she was grabbed out of the water.
Yeah, she was grabbed and the
But
boat flipped.
Yeah, but that was a dream.
She slipped, the boat flipped, everything went underwater.
That was a dream because in the beginning of the second one, she wakes up in the hospital.
Yeah.
To find out that was a dream, and then she goes home.
It wasn't a dream.
Yes, it was because she was passed out. Because in the second one, all right, she gets home, she's in her house, she's doing her thing,
Yeah, the
she's
head's
chilling.
in the fridge.
Yeah, and then the head's in the fridge, and then she dies.
In case you guys are wondering, I don't know. I have not watched Friday the 13th at all. That's why I'm just sitting here looking at them and just smiling.
I understand. What I'm saying is, it wasn't a dream.
It was.
It wasn't.
Yes, it was, Ben. Yes, it was. What are you saying?
She wasn't taken underwater. I mean, she was taken underwater. She wasn't killed
It was a
underwater.
dream.
No. Remember? Because she. All right. Do you remember? She got underwater. Into the water she goes. All right. Bam. Hospital. She's like, "Where's the boy? Did you find the boy?" There's no boy in the water. He's like, "So he's still there." He's freaking out. End movie. All right, second movie comes along, and obviously just has to rebut, the end of the first movie.
Oh, I hated that. The first
Yeah.
like 20 minutes of the movie
Yeah.
is just the first. Yeah.
You know what I never understood? Once she dies, in the like the intro credits, she's in there.
Wait. What do you mean?
Like, you know how some movies have intro credits? That play at the
Yeah.
beginning of the movie? She's in the credits. She just died.
Yeah. That the entire beginning of that movie was just stupid. The second one, I can agree with you. That was pretty dumb. I thought the third one was good. The only part I didn't like about it.
Part 3 was good.
I like part
Is
3.
part 3 the one where he
Especially-
wears the mask, or is that part 2?
Yeah, this one where he has the mask on. Part 2 is decent.
No,
That was when
I think part 1 is very good. It's definitely taken on the time era when it comes to acting and stuff.
Yeah.
And part 2's
Part 1 was like legitimately. It wasn't like scary, but it was like it had like your like heart
Oh,
racing.
back in 1980.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But that was like
scary
freaky
as
because
hell.
like the way they recorded it, it was like kind of in a room by room standpoint because you didn't really see a lot because it was all dark. And like that was what made it scary because you're only seeing the room, but you don't know what's going on outside.
that one scene where she's in the damn the pantry there, and only like the light turns on. All you can see is like the light through the cracks of the wooden door.
Oh yeah.
And she bangs her over the bed with the pan.
Oh yeah. That
Of
was.
course she gets knocked out, but she gets back up.
But the one thing that you like, by the time I got to part 4, because like during the summer I was watching all of them. By the time I got to part 4, I realized all of these movies are the same.
Yeah.
Once the first person dies, that's when the killing spree starts. When the killing spree starts, if someone survives at least one encounter, they're gonna survive the entire movie. That's like all you gotta know.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pattern.
Yeah, because you just wait for
If
everyone
it
to
bleeds,
die.
we can kill it.
But like you just wait for everyone to die, and then whoever survives or whoever is like making signs of survival, then they're gonna live. And that's like just that's how like that's why like I stopped watching them because it's just the same thing every single time, but with different people. And the people just got worse and worse.
You
It's
shouldn't
not
have
anywhere
stopped.
near as bad as Trimmers.
Oh God, don't even start on Tremors.
You stopped too early. You didn't get to see Jason X.
Oh my God, don't no. I'm
Jason
not.
X it's not a good movie.
It's not. It's not at all. The entire idea. I think it's kind of interesting that like it's from the future and they're like testing on his body or whatever. But the whole nanobots thing, it just like it's like just, all right. So
And when was
the
this movie
premise,
made?
like 2001.
Yeah, it was very. It's
2000, early 2000s were like the worst movies ever.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like
It was
it's like the
garbage.
peak of CGI enhancement. So like everything is like it tries to be good, but it's just
Yeah,
super.
that's
ashy.
why like Hulk
There's a
looked
good.
like
There's a
garbage.
few movies.
Yeah,
But the
Give me-
reason,
throw
the
me an
reason,
example.
because like
I
this,
can't think of one. I'm saying
That's
this
probably
the
wrong.
thing with movies is like from like 1980s and like the 90s and like before that, it was all just like everything was done with like props and stuff and like there was no like really CGI.
Well,
but-
there was no CGI.
Yeah, like in the late 90s there was a little bit and that was bad. But then like in the early 2000s when they started introducing CGI, it
Star
was like,
Wars.
it was garbage. Like CGI was absolute
Well,
garbage.
because they used it so much. That's all they used.
Yeah, they like
You know, instead of-
that's why the prequels were so bad.
Yeah.
Like that entire scene with Mace Windu and like until that like what is the like
You're talking about the Geonosian like battle
yeah
coliseum.
that looked like shit.
No, not 100%.
Oh my God, that one battle where they were on the grass, where it was the grassy land and the entire land was made out of CGI. The entire battle was CGI.
What battle took place in?
Oh, you're talking about the battle in Naboo. That's what you're talking about. In
Yeah.
Phantom Menace.
Wasn't that bad? Be honest. That looked like complete
I'll have,
horseshit.
I'll have to go back and watch
Oh,
it.
you're
'Cause
talking-
I didn't think it was.
Are you talking about the stupidest scene where Jar Jar somehow gets about as many kills as the whole damn Jar Jar army?
No. Wait,
Gungan.
he actually kills?
Yeah,
because
he did.
he's like because he like stomps on one and he gets like attached to his foot. And he's like cooey, he tosses out, hits
God.
another one, shoots one.
Jar Jar is a different story.
Jar Jar does not deserve to be talked about on this podcast.
Yeah, he
Leave it
doesn't.
at that. Just leave it at that.
His name is.
Don't say it.
Don't mind Jar Jar.
Ben. Stop.
Misa Jar Jar Binks.
No. Okay. Honestly, every horror movie past like the 2000s was bad. Like
Has there been a good horror movie in the past 15 years, 20 years?
I mean, it was good. I've heard. But like The Conjuring, I heard is good.
But you
everything
take
after that-
one. I mean, you take out the original, which was laughable.
Well, because the original was meant to be a miniseries, not a movie.
Like I said, all the
But still.
paranormal activity movies are stupid.
The
Right?
garbage.
It's,
Yeah, they're
it's just jump scares. Like, it doesn't get
dragged
you
out of the
thinking.
bed,
Yeah.
out the doorway. Next morning,
But
wakes up
like
in bed.
movies like The Conjuring, if you see, specifically Conjuring 2, they just fuck with your head, dude. They
Insid-
really do.
You ever see Insidious?
Oh, Insidious, yeah, that's
Insidious is the one that it just gets to the point where it's like it's not scary, but it's not dumb. It's like right in the middle of just confused.
yeah. Like I can kind of feel like Insidious was a little bit scary, like I like that third dimension type of stuff. But like when Darth Maul appears in Insidious 2, like
It's like
wait,
sharpening his claw. It's not really Darth Maul. It's like
no,
some
was Insidious 1?
Yeah,
Darth
she's
Maul
like,
came
what-
out of nowhere.
It's not Darth. It's a
freaking
red,
Darth Maul.
I think it's Darth Maul.
It's not
Darth.
Darth-
Go back and watch it. It was Darth Maul.
It's a red dude.
Darth Maul.
Wasn't it supposed to represent the devil?
It's supposed to represent the devil. It's their version.
Because they were
of the-
playing the one song. Wait, how does that song go?
That wasn't until the second one where they started playing that one.
Like he goes in
By the
by the window.
Yeah, that one.
yeah, I remember that one.
But
That's
you
when
know,
Darth Maul appeared.
Darth Maul was not in
we
Insidious.
can keep calling him Darth Maul. His name's not Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
It's not Darth Maul.
Like the girl's head, the guy looks over, and he's like right behind him.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing my ass off when that happened because I was like, "Oh, look at that, it's Darth Maul."
It's not Darth Maul.
That's
The
what it
guy
is.
laughed your ass off, made your parents rewind it in
No,
Star Wars
that-
Episode 3 when
No.
General Grievous dies.
No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. That was something else. Okay.
And the part when like all all the
I thought that
flames
was
going
funny.
on.
No, that was a whole nother. I read that on a YouTube comment where this kid had like he had nightmares from
Oh,
watching
yeah,
that
'cause that's
scene.
what-
Like
oh, yeah,
fire comes
because-
out. of his
yeah.
eyes. What I was saying is, what I told you was during Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, like
they're
where they
melting.
melt. I had my parents rewind that multiple times because I thought it was funny as hell. I don't know why. I don't know why. Still ask myself that question every single time.
Honestly, I think the problem with movies nowadays is they aren't made with heart anymore. Like, it's all just like,
Talking about
alright,
horror movies?
movies in general, like, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. Brandon, why are you looking in the camera so much? The camera's there to record us in our natural habitat. Alright,
I'm
whatever.
trying to
doesn't matter.
connect. I'm trying to
Huh?
connect.
Not all movies.
I mean, not all movies, but
I,
in majority
obviously,
of movies.
Disney is obviously, I mean, they don't give a shit about anything but the money.
Well, yeah, but
Right.
like a lot of people like the thing is like George Lucas, he made Star Wars with nothing but like miniature figures and just actors that really weren't that good, and
Well,
he made a masterpiece.
Well, that's what he did. In the third one, and the original three, hey, Harrison Ford, they were never heard of before that. They were just
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Harrison Ford, he was a carpenter before he did Star Wars.
Well, Carrie Fisher was the daughter of more famous actor.
Who?
Well, her mom. Her mom was an actor and was pretty
Who was
well
her
known in
mom?
Hollywood. I don't remember.
Actress?
Yeah, sorry, but that was. She was the daughter of an actress. So I knew Carrie Fisher was kind of known, but that's it. Your point still
Yeah.
remains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's,
Hamill and
but that movie was based off of a very low budget. I've heard that.
Oh, you know, it was.
They didn't have a lot of money to make it. They
he had an idea.
he
He's
had
like,
an
it's all or
idea. He
nothing.
wanted to But those three movies were the original, and then the prequels. You can kind of tell that it's just now it's
a
kind
little
of
bit higher budget. but
higher
I mean, it doesn't
budget,
have-
more of a kind of a cash grab.
Yeah,
And then
it was-
this new one, or not new one, episode 7.
Episode 7, it was good, but it was like just like what he said earlier, like a few days ago. It was a retro movie. It was just a complete like carbon copy.
I think that's
Episode
the
4.
reason, because people were so damn excited to see a new movie because they haven't seen Star Wars in a long time.
But I think in a sense that's good because like if you're reintroducing, because like everyone, Brandon, I know you said that some of the prequels were pretty good, but they're all bad. All
They're
right?
not. They're not.
They're
Episode
all
3 is
garbage.
pretty damn good.
No, they're all garbage. The only part I like about episode 3 is when Darth Vader becomes Darth Vader.
So I feel like it's a bandwagon.
So the last 30
to
seconds of the
hate
movie?
the
Yes.
prequels.
But the thing
Phantom Menace
is,
was terrible.
okay, yeah, it was.
Because I
It's
do
a
return.
bandwagon,
It
like
was
hate on the
return.
prequels. They're not bad. He's like, you have to understand that like the original trilogy was always setting up the sequels, like the Clone Wars. Like episode 1, he like Obi-Wan's like the Clone Wars. And all that. It's like it's been in there.
You just move the entire table.
Sorry.
We're off centered.
Doesn't
So,
matter.
Whatever.
yeah, I agree with Ben. Episode 3 was great. I really like that transformation. You can see like because that's all Darth Vader is, right? At the end of the day, all he really is just like his guilt. That's all it is. Like theoretically, that's like all Star Wars is poetic. That's like when Obi-Wan Episode 5 is like from a certain point of view. You know, like it's all poetic. And like Darth Vader, all he is just the guilt of Anakin Skywalker. That's all he is.
No,
Alright,
I already asked you that. Wally, did you see the new trailer?
Okay, well, hold on. Let me make my original point before you move on. Jesus Christ. All right. So, well, because, like, it doesn't matter. Okay, so.
Sorry.
Because, like, when did the prequels end? Like, 2006? Something like that?
No, the last one was 2005, Revenge of the Jedi. I think it was 1999. Phantom Menace came out, like, I was pulling this out of my ass. I think it's like 2002, 3, Attack of Clones. 2005 was Revenge of the Sith.
Okay, so, like, 2005. I was close. And then another one came out 10 years later. Okay? And, like, people... Brandon, a majority of the people only really like the originals. The original three.
Oh, yeah.
So, like...
I still like the original 3 way more.
Yeah, when you got this coming out...
What was your original point?
I'm getting to it.
Oh.
So, like, when this, like, new movie comes out, you know, people are going to want it to be like the original. They like that's what they want. And, like, I feel like it's kind of like a supply and demand type
It can be like the original, but it doesn't... like that's like saying, like, The Empire Strikes Back has to be like New Hope. And then, like...
Well, no, but I'm saying, but because this is, like, coming back. This is, like, a revisit. That's what I'm getting
and
the
that
time
can be.
as an
I
example.
mean, like, if it had... And it is kind of like the original trilogy, because it has Luke, has Princess Leia, has Han Solo.
Yeah, but she died.
The problem is, they just copied the plot. Like
Carrie
Empire
Fisher's
Strikes
death was
Back.
not funny.
Empire Strikes Back is
No.
a different plot than New Hope, and then Return of the Jedi is a different plot hole than the other two. Force Awakens is just like they took both the scripts and they're like, okay, let's pull that out, and they slap it in the new one. That's what J.J. Abrams did.
Did he like admit that?
No,
George, I mean,
he's
no,
not gonna
but I mean,
he's not going to admit it, but I mean...
Everybody knows it's all copied. I mean, George Lucas is
Yeah.
like, yo, dude, you copied off me.
We all know that. He knows that. That
Yeah.
he just straight up took everything.
And now he's
made
directing
it.
episode 9. So I hope J.J. Abrams is like, okay,
Learned.
I
So
copied it.
9, we haven't even got episode
But-
8.
He's
He's
episode 8
coming
is
back
directed
for
by
episode
someone
9.
else. Episode 8. I feel like I really don't want him to copy episode 6. Like, I really don't. Return of the Jedi was most definitely the worst out of the original 3.
I would say that. The original 3, I think...
Empire Strikes Back, New Hope, Return of the Jedi.
Yo, it's hilarious. Honestly, I think Return of the Jedi is the best.
Really?
You're trying to tell me that Return of the Jedi is better than The Empire Strikes Back.
It's not bad. I mean, you're like... how dare you?
Because The
like
Empire
that
Strikes
awful
Back is
movie
the
good.
best.
Oh yeah, well I mean Empire Strikes Back is really good. I mean I mean there's really no clear like winner, but I mean I feel like I do like Return of the Jedi a little bit more because he comes back from the dark side and like Yoda, and, like the fight between the
Yoda's
Emperor.
half dead. He's an old man in a little
He
wooden.
dies.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
but
he's
that's
like,
where
he's like made out of paper and stuff, and he like moves around all weird because it's
He's
all
a
like
puppet.
exactly.
He's real Yoda.
Yeah, but I mean that is the
CGI Yoda
confrontation
was-
because I mean
No.
right when Yoda dies, Obi-Wan comes, talks to him, and, does the from a certain point of view, like he explains the story, he explains all that, and like it is the ultimate, fight
But
between the evil and
Empire
darkness.
Strikes Back is when the famous line was made. Actually, but I actually forgot the
Luke,
line.
I am your father.
But doesn't he? I thought he says. Doesn't he say something else? Because like one of the whole points of like the whole Mandela effect is that, like Star Wars thing. Do you know what the Mandela effect is?
Wait,
There
no,
was a
because the
show
whole
that-
line.
It's when like dimensions.
Well, the whole
cross,
line is like,
essentially.
it's like Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. And, he's like, told me enough. Told me you killed him.
Told me you killed him.
And
Oh,
he's like,
whiny bitch.
He's got his hand cut off. What do you want him to do?
and yeah, he says,
It's
I'm
already
pretty,
cauterized and
and that's
everything.
where the
No, it's
Mandela effect comes up. I'm pretty sure he says, no, I'm your father. Or like, no. He says, Luke, I'm your father. But some people think he says, no,
No.
I'm your father. Like, that's,
That's what he
effect-
does say. He says, "No, I'm your father."
I swear he said Luke.
But that's the point of the Mandela effect. But because like the whole idea of the Mandela effect is like dimensions like crossing or whatever that shit.
You know what it's called? It's called.
People
I
remember
forgot
this-
what it's called.
Yeah.
I forgot what it is. Not the Mandela effect. Like no.
Yeah, the Mandela effect. It's not real, but the idea of it
It's
is that
interesting.
as time goes on, dimensions cross, and so history changes. But I feel like if that was true, then wouldn't the entirety of history be changed? Wouldn't like Hitler be black and the Civil War didn't happen and the American Revolution happened in like France? Like, I don't think the man... Because like,
You never know.
Where
You
in
never
the hell?
know.
Because
What
the
are you talking about?
idea of the Mandela effect is dimensions crossing. So like if dimensions were crossing, wouldn't the entirety of history be changed? Not Luke's line and the Empire Strikes Back. Like I feel like that's something so minuscule for like dimensions forming to
Yeah,
change.
I know what you're saying.
Well, you think about stuff, and it's amazing if you really think about how just a small thing or a large thing can dramatically change
Oh, yeah.
history. You know, what if John F. Kennedy slightly moved to the right? Bullet whizzed back behind him.
Well,
He
the government
survived.
killed
He
JFK.
was alive for the rest of his term, pushing back all the other presidents the rest of their term. Hence, changing history and the fact that different presidents were different at different times.
You know, I feel like one of the biggest examples of that though is I don't know the name of the event. You can go look it up if you guys are curious. But there was this Russian like officer who like they had like the Soviets. I mean, they're communists, right? So like, they have like outdated stuff. They're not as rich.
Right.
They're communists. But they had like this old computer detection system that would like detect the nukes, and it went off one day. It said we're getting bombed by like it said like the United States shot off like hundreds of nukes. So like the obvious like they want to fire back.
Right.
So like under their assumption they should fire back because like the computer's telling them hundreds of nukes are flying towards Venom, but there wasn't. But like the one guy he's like no, it has to be a computer default. It has to be a computer problem. This really happened. So if that one guy hadn't said don't. It's the computer problem. They had no idea whether it was until after they researched it. But that one guy said, put the key in, we're firing back. The world could have ended that one day. That one dude saved the whole world.
Yeah.
That boggles my mind. Yeah, he could have just said, let's fire back up the Americans. You know, he could have,
Or it's like,
ended the world that day.
It's like Seth MacFarlane. I don't know if Seth MacFarlane didn't have that big of an impact on the world. Well, actually, no, you never know.
Family Guy.
Yeah, because you never know what Family Guy, like, what impact it could have had, negative or positive. But, he was supposed to board the flight that crashed into the Twin Towers, but he got drunk the day before. And he had a huge hangover, so he woke up late for the flight. That's why he still drinks. He said drinking saves his life. So he still drinks because of it. Like, that's his excuse. He's never going to stop.
I never heard of that. That's crazy.
Yeah. He was like 15 minutes late or something like that. Or even like Ty Lopez. He was in Las Vegas like an hour before the shootings happened. And like he even posted on Snapchat him flying out of Las Vegas. And like,
Was he going to that concert though?
I have no clue.
I don't
But
think-
and like 45 minutes later, there you go. 59 people dead.
Yeah, man, it's crazy how fate works.
Yeah, and you think about like the small things, like before a car crash, what if this person stepped on the brakes just a few seconds before? So this,
Yeah.
Exactly.
But one thing I never understood is in like media as in like movies and magazines and books and stuff, you got people saying like, oh, don't step on a mosquito, it might change reality. How? The hell's a mosquito gonna do? Maybe if this mosquito has malaria and like, it's gonna
you
inject
could have
someone.
just stopped someone from getting malaria.
Could have stopped the whole world apocalypse. What if it was carrying some contagion? Now he's killed it.
That's true, but like, I still don't get the purpose of like one mosquito.
I don't think it's meant to be like. What did you do? You just stepped on a mosquito? You should end the world.
It's the idea of the butterfly
Yeah, I
effect.
think it's meant to be. You stepped on that, meaning that thing could might
Chain reaction.
I feel like the butterfly effect is just a much better output way than the mosquito. It's like the idea is like
effect.
it's like the flap of a butterfly's wing can change everything.
Yeah.
How?
This is how everything goes.
That's not.
You don't need.
Did you ever play that game Until Dawn?
Oh yeah.
was
Like,
all
that
around-
was a good game.
That was-
Like
yeah.
you play as a different character.
It was
like
all.
your
It was
decisions.
all around the butterfly. It was all around.
Yeah, what you make as one
butterfly
character
effect.
will affect the other character, who will affect the other character. It's like
And I
so
thought it was
fun.
cool. Like I made a decision at the beginning of the game, and it came back and
Bites
bit
you
me in the
ass.
ass at the
Yeah.
very end.
It's really
Damn.
hard to have everybody survive. I don't know if it is possible.
No, it is. It is.
Okay.
Except for the two people at the beginning. You can't.
Okay.
Those people have to die either way.
Yeah. I mean that was a good game, especially like we're like, I know the one scene spoilers. Like
Dude,
you,
I haven't played it.
Shut it, Walter.
you haven't
No.
seen YouTube. Like even I didn't play the game, but I watched PewDiePie play it. I'll give you that fine. Never mind.
No, go
Scratch
ahead.
that.
No.
No, go
You
ahead.
I don't care.
Well, he's never gonna play it.
Well, okay, whatever. So, yeah, like you have to like the guy. He makes you like hold a gun to like your girlfriend, and like you have to decide whether like shoot yourself or shoot her.
Yeah.
And then like,
It's like-
but
it's
it's all a game. So, like
it
he
says,
doesn't
like,
make you shoot
yeah,
yourself.
they're blanks in the-
It's like
within the
she'll
bullet.
remember that like you chose to kill her over you.
Like, but
He's
that, but that's only if you get to this certain part of the game. So, like, let's say it says like it's either be a hero or shoot Ashley. So you can either shoot Ashley, and if you go through the way and you get to a certain point where the door is locked, now if you shot yourself, she'll unlock the door quickly and let you win. But if you shoot her, she just stands there and looks at you. Get
yeah, but
eaten
she
alive by
remembers
these
that like
creatures.
why should I save you?
Yeah.
You were willing to shoot me,
Yeah.
but you know why should I save you? So I like that. You know, it has like this butterfly effect.
Yeah, but that's
That's why
I don't get how the flap of a butterfly's
Oh.
wing.
Because it's supposed to represent the minuscule like things that can happen over time.
Like that can push the wind underneath the wind. That could
Even if it's not
displace
an
wind.
immediate effect, it has an effect.
Okay, so me snapping, how does it have an effect?
Well, not that particular event, but tiny things can happen. Like,
I'm gonna-
especially when you're talking about like bacteria.
I'm gonna go off on
Why
Like
just
bacteria
spread some
can
bacteria?
result. Well, I'm not talking about in this certain case, but like a certain bacteria strain could have like killed someone, like back in the 1800s, who could have had like a child who had a grandchild who could have made the cure for cancer. But because that happened, we don't have the cure of cancer right now.
Yeah.
It's like tiny just
But,
tiny
like, but
things.
I think
What about-
I'm going off on a limb here on the butterfly flapping the wings. Butterfly flaps his wings, pushes air down into another airstream, creates more air, pushes a leaf, distracts a frog, jumps into a snake's path, which is eaten by a hawk, which is hit by a car. That hawk could have survived if it wasn't for a damn butterfly flapping its damn wings.
Okay, all right.
And you see, that's like I feel like you think that like the
Whoa,
event that the
hold on.
butterfly has to cause has to be catastrophic. It can be a minuscule event.
But the thing, okay.
What if a butterfly hitting the plane startled the plane driver, which made him crash?
Well, because they're trained not to do that. But no, because planes. Ben, all right.
Well, maybe we could use that effect for like a car. Like, what if a car didn't? What if like some guy, like, was not mad that day, so he didn't honk his horn, which caused a bird to fly away with the flock of birds, and the flock of birds went into the plane's turbine engine, and the plane just
Crashed
got
into
destroyed.
the-
What if that one guy, if he hadn't honked his horn, plane wouldn't have crashed? You see what I'm
That's
trying to say?
gonna-
Like this is like it. Bill.
I think we obviously know it's not a damn butterfly. It's just it means,
All right.
It means
Speaking of like all this dimension stuff, all right. Stranger Things season 2. More prepared, boys. October 27th. That's actually the that's when having Blake on the podcast.
While you watched the first season, how many times?
Sure, that came out today, guys.
Three.
Watch it if you
3
haven't
times.
already.
3 times. I watched season 1 3 times, and I watched it like half, still 3.5.
Yeah.
But I just didn't finish it
And
because
then
at that point,
you were damn big into it.
yeah,
you
that
were big
show like
into that show.
emotionally wrecked
You were
me.
taking quizzes. You were see what character I am.
Oh
you know?
yeah.
I
Well, you did
unfortun-
that too.
I unfortunately got Barb, and I immediately said, "Well, not taking."
I
any more
remember
quizzes."
he told me about it, and I was like, "Oh, something stupid." Well, I went and watched it, and like first episode, I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I
dude.
was hooked. The
Yeah.
first episode, I got hooked.
You were saying that watching that damn nun coming out of the wall and Conjuring, whatever the hell it is, scared you to the point where you couldn't. That first episode. When
The lights are flickering.
when Will's running away from the
Oh.
mine, there's like a shadow in the distance, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
fog.
And the scariest part too is like the lights
the
flickering.
lock,
you know?
the lock coming off. That scared the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I
that
couldn't
was-
even go into the bathroom. Dark.
Yeah, that was pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie. Because like the thing with Stranger Things is I didn't expect it to be scary because I had read a lot of articles about it, and like nothing ever really shown that it was gonna be scary. I mean, like obviously like nothing, but not till like that point.
Yeah.
So when I watched the first episode, the part where he's riding the bike and then like it just comes out of nowhere and makes that loud like banging noise. Like that, dude, that scared the shit out of me. Like, because I wasn't expecting it. Like, I was just expecting this to be like a drama thriller type, and that's what it kind of turned into.
I really like it because it really brought you back to like movies like in the
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
it gets
it-
the
I
whole
feel like it's
vibe
made
and
with
stuff.
heart. I feel like it's
Yeah.
made with heart.
Yeah. He's like the
That's-
whole vibe. They even had like the Bush, George.
George.
They had like
Bush.
George
Bush is in
As
it.
much as I
Bush
wish it was
George.
George Bush, no, it was Reagan and Bush, 84. Reagan and Bush, 84. They got like the election things during
Oh,
like Halloween.
yeah.
They got like 80s style Halloween. Like you said, yeah, it is made with heart. They get those little details. Not only for us, I mean, we don't really know what the 80s is like, so we can kind of see that. But also, like, you know, when your parents watch it, they watch it, you know, like they can like remember that. You know, it appeals to everyone.
Yeah.
Because it's a mix of like all the 80s stuff with like a mix of like modern day sci-fi.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I like it so much as well, because honestly, like 80s era is the best. But not late 80s, because that's when rap started coming around. And I like rap, don't get me wrong, but like rap kind of ruined a lot.
We had our boy Ronald Reagan, you know. It's great.
Yeah, Reagan was good. I like Reagan. And then he didn't get assassinated. He almost got assassinated.
Almost in, yeah.
But that was also by the government. JFK was assassinated by the government. That's confirmed. That's a true fact.
If his doctor was a Democrat, he wouldn't have been saved. So that's what he asked him when we going to the operating room. He said, "Are you a Democrat? Are you a Republican?"
What do you say?
I'm pretty sure the doctor said he's a Republican, or maybe he said he didn't. Maybe he didn't answer because he was a Democrat. Ronald Reagan wouldn't have gone into the surgery.
Why?
He doesn't trust Democrats.
Are you
it's
serious?
a joke. It's a joke.
Oh,
he
okay, I thought you were
this.
being serious. Like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, that did happen. He did ask if he was a Democrat or Republican, but he wouldn't have denied him if he was.
Yeah.
That's how Ronald Reagan was. He would always make jokes about that. He would make jokes about the Soviet Union as well.
You serious?
Yeah.
Well, he was an
I
actor.
don't remember 100% what the joke is.
So he was actually a human. He wasn't like a robot like a lot of presidents.
But he was talking about like getting he had a whole note card like in his desk. He would have note cards set up with jokes. But I remember one of my favorite though. I may not get the joke 100% right, but he talks about the Soviet Union. He's like, some guy goes in the Soviet Union and asks to buy a car, and the guy asks, when can I get my car? And he says, you'll get your car in 15 years on this certain date. And the guy says, sorry, I can't do that because my plumber will be coming at that time.
I don't get it.
It takes 15 years for your plumber to get to your house because of like how the system works. It's so inefficient. It's like you're gonna get your. That's how it works. You sometimes would not get your car like 15 years later. So the guy said, I can't come pick up my car that day because my plumber will be there that day.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I can see, but
it's much funnier coming out of Ronald Reagan's mouth than mine.
Well, yeah, no, that's like a situational type thing. Even though I take it you weren't in the premise of Ronald Reagan when you said that joke.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wait, did you remember? Is it a video?
Oh yeah, it's a video. You can go look it up.
But speaking of presidents, all right, Donald Trump. I liked him in the beginning. I thought he was a decent guy. I hate him. I don't hate him, but I hate him. Like he's just. Like
You're specifically talking about like the Eminem diss track.
All right, well, no, but
the Eminem.
All right, first of all, the fact that we have a president on Twitter ranting about the NFL.
He needs to get rid of the damn. The Twitter is just making him
look bad. Well, he needs to be more professional. The thing is what makes me mad is instead of focusing on actual problems, he focuses on the NFL to distract people, and like that's what makes me mad. It's like he's talking about all this NFL shit, and like what he doesn't get is that him talking about it is just making them like more of a reason for them to do it.
Right.
They're doing it because they do not like Trump, and while I don't agree that they're letting an anthem represent Trump, I can understand it because like Trump's been kind of a whore. All right, like he's just been like oh my god, like the Puerto Rico thing.
Yeah,
like, come on.
I mean, people are drinking water that have been collected in trash cans that have been run off of a gutter. Yeah. That's how they have to get fresh water. And he's out there, just Michael Jordan and
here's a can of tuna.
Yeah, but I feel like
a bottle of water.
It's an emotional situation. What people have to understand though is that, like, as much as they are human beings and stuff, they are billions of dollars in debt. All right, and they're territory
because of Nixon.
Not 100%. They still
majority
because they have project. They have public. They do lots of public. I can't even speak. Public projects when they know they don't have the money to pay for it, they do it anyway. But that's like the same thing here. When you take a loan, you have a plan to pay back. Puerto Rico doesn't do that. Like, oh, sounds good. We're gonna put people to work, and then that's called government bureaucracy, right? You take large sums of money without a plan to pay for it. You build it, no one uses it. It's kind of like the North Korean bridge. They take all this money, no one uses the damn bridge. Yeah, because you don't plan to. It's just bureaucracy. That's kind of what Puerto Rico is.
But going back. What did you think about the Eminem thing?
Eminem, I still think he's a good rapper. Right? Like, a lot of the stuff, he does have valid points in there. I'm not gonna admit that. Like the POW,
that was
like, that is
hit
true.
Me hard.
That is true. Like,
but obviously he had to exaggerate to make it rhyme. like a lot of the times.
I know, but like, if your rap is a political message and you're like, fuck Trump supporters, you know, and like, you have, I mean, if you're gonna make a political thing about that, like, state facts, like POWs, like, that's a fact, like, that's what Donald Trump does. But if you're gonna just, like, if you're gonna exaggerate the facts, it's a diss track, right? You're trying to spit truth. Shouldn't you spit
I'm gonna
truth?
call it a diss track because that term's kind of been devalued.
Oh,
with,
but that's what it is.
Jake
I mean,
Paul.
whether you want to
Jake
be
Paul
like,
didn't really drop a diss.
That
you want to
rice
be,
gum.
you want to use
Yeah,
the
rice.
correct terms. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's true.
No matter
It's
how
a
you
cipher,
put it.
technically.
Okay,
right, sorry,
I've been
I'm just saying.
schooled about rap, guys.
But
What's with the all-knowing rap god?
I don't know. But I just
Listen
it's
to
in the
his-
title.
Lil Pump and his
Hey, Anthony
Other
Fantano
garbage.
gave it a 7 out of 10. All right, doesn't matter. But
XXX Tentrashium.
he's not trash. He's not. He has potential. You admitted he has potential.
He's got potential, but right now he's
Oh, I gotta find that one thing. Hold up, you sent me.
What
Alright.
one thing?
Oh crap! It was that one rap lyrics?
I talk about the.
I'm gonna say it. Okay, when I find.
Are you talking about?
Say
Was
it.
it the Little Pump thing where it's just like the crazy song or whatever?
Jumping this bitch and go crazy.
Yeah.
Jumping like who is this? This is
Little
you
Pump.
said?
Yeah.
How does this guy have potential?
Well,
He doesn't.
No,
That's the
no.
problem.
No, XXX
That bitch you swallow
Tentacion.
my baby. Ooh, bought me a brand new Mercedes. Ooh, I do this shit on the daily.
Dude, there
and then
there's
10 lines of just jumping this bitch and go crazy. Ooh, like what?
Well, okay, but it's a lit music. All right, but so
Somehow-
there's one line.
somehow Walter
Repeating
likes
the
this
same
guy
line over and
when-
over and over.
Exactly. Whenever
Okay. All right,
the
look.
entire song is just it's just the same thing over and 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 over.
Ooh.
But there's
And Walter
one
just
line.
jams out to this in the hallways.
There was
I
a-
can hear it through his. He's like, and I said, I can hear that. And he's like, I can't hear it all. He's going like this. He backed me in the head back one time with his own head.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Headbutt.
But there's one line from a Smoke Perp song. Oh, do you know who that is?
I don't care to know.
I certainly don't.
He was
Smoke
like,
Perp.
she was like, she swallowed my kids. That's a quick.
She
kids.
is a
What?
smoke perp is a she.
No,
The rapper.
I'm saying the line. He's
Oh.
saying this. He
Oh.
said, she
Oh,
she
shit.
swallowed my kids. You know, like his sperm, because
Right. I understand.
she swallowed my kids. Call it a kid's cuisine.
See?
That's actually from one of the Little Pump songs. I don't have my phone on me, but yeah,
Please
I
do
can.
not play it.
Yeah, please.
Well, majority.
I'd like to keep my brain cells for the day.
Well, okay, all right. Here's how I perceive rap. Okay, there's
It's an art.
There's your lit music. All right, there's things that sound good, but it's garbage. All right, like 99% of what 21 Savage makes, it's shit. Little Pump, he's shit all around. Smoke Perp, garbage. NBA YoungBoy, I actually do really like as a legitimate artist. You don't even listen to him. So how can you say anything?
I don't
What did I
listen
say?
to rap.
I didn't say
You're
a
like-
damn thing.
I don't.
No, I'm agreeing with you by saying that the past 4 people you said are just
Like,
absolute
Chief
garbage.
Keef, he's garbage.
Oh, listen to Chief Keef.
But like people like XXX, I think he's done a lot of bad music, but most of his music is in the trash category. But I think the reason I like him is because he has potential, and like even you see that, and even your brother sees that.
Sure.
But
And you know for a fact how damn hard it is
to get your
my
brother.
brother to like.
See, I don't. And it's hard for me to listen to rap a lot of times. You know that. Like any type of rap that like
You
I don't.
like
I don't
country.
actively listen to it. I like lots of genres. Okay, there's not like a. There are
Well,
certain
so do I,
countries
but-
I do like, but like any type of rap that has like good vibes. Like even if I don't listen to it, like it gives you a good vibe. I'll listen to that. Like you know, like if it's like late at
Joey
night,
Badass.
like if it has it's good for the setting, gives me good vibes, I'll listen to it. Even if I don't know the lyrics, that's just about any song. It has good, gives me a good vibe. Like that's why I think country, when you're driving down the road late at night, not even like I actively listen to country music, but it fits the mood pretty well.
No. Well, it depends on who you're driving with, where you're driving to, or what's going on.
The setting.
Yeah, exactly. So like if it's late at night and you're with friends, you're playing lit music because you're trying to jam out.
If you're out in the country driving,
If you're out in the country,
I like that kind of like you're just driving down the highway, you know.
No,
I like
well, if I'm ever riding with you and you turn on that D Rose song, I'm jumping out of the car.
I played that for my dad, and he was just like,
He probably wanted to jump out of the car
yeah,
too.
he was like, why?
You play that for me all the time, and I was just like,
Because
this here is what is wrong.
I
Not
mean,
anything else. Not some dude threatening us with nuclear missiles.
Yep.
This guy is the reason we're dumb.
We are growing degenerates.
all right. No, okay.
Son of an exhibitionist.
But no. Okay. No. All right. No.
Not the 1%, guys. Rip.
But okay. No, because Ben. The thing is there's always been shit music. Okay, but the thing is as time goes on,
Sure.
the greats go down in history.
Yeah.
So that's why we never remember any of the shit people. So in a good 20 years, no one's gonna remember Little Pump. No one's gonna remember Smoke Perp. They all.
What do you think? What do you think I'm saying? They'll be gone. They'll be gone in a year.
Well, yeah.
No one's gonna remember them.
I'm just saying. Well, I'm saying because like there's probably like a shit band in the 80s, and then like 5 years later, it was still remembered, but no
I'm
one
not
listened
saying
to
that
them.
there's not. There's
No,
not.
no,
shit.
I'm saying-
just
I'm
it's
saying-
going to. It's like it's taking shit and it's turning it on its head. All right.
It's a good way to put it.
Okay, no.
Right.
The thing is,
If we're at the point where it's like if this is shit, this is the maggots that eat shit. This is the juice that comes off of them. All right, that's where Little Pump is. All right, that's where Yachty, this smoke perp shitbag. All right, all of them. They're down here in this goop. All right, they haven't even breached the shit-eating maggots yet.
so who would you say is in there?
That is
In
the
the
most.
shit-eating maggots, Migos. I might put them in the shit-eating maggots. I might even put XX Tentacion right in the middle. They're not at them. They're not below them.
You are screaming right
Yeah,
now.
smacking in the middle.
He is. You know, I feel like he's just really
right.
connected about this.
Right.
So would you
topic.
say Joey Badass is above
He's put a lot
all?
of
Would you
thought
say
into
he's
this?
good?
I would say he's right about. He's above the shit-eating maggots.
So you're still calling him shit?
Ben, I have to give you props though. That is the most poetic thing
Thank you
I've
very
ever
much.
I'm
21 Savage. He's like in the dirt. He's inside one of the maggots.
He's below
as
the
it's
maggots.
dissolving
Is he
into
below
juice.
the maggots?
He's below, if that's even possible.
Okay, but there was one song.
That one guy who like killed 2 people, but sometimes
KK?
KK, whatever. I don't give a shit about his name. He's down there too.
No, TK's good.
Every time you show me someone who's like not actually good, it's like your music is like 2 different scales. It's not like there's not a middle. It's just it's either good or it's bad. It's not even bad.
So what did you
it's
think-
shit.
All right, so what'd you think about?
maggot shit.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
All right, okay.
It's the juices that slide off of a maggot's corpse as it dies. That is the shit music of today.
Okay. All right. Look, no, you're wrong, and I'll tell you why. They're bad. They're not that
Walter, I'll
bad.
let you get a rebuttal in, but just know. I'll let you get a rebuttal. You go ahead.
All right. Look. Here's the thing. They're
Are
good.
you sweating?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
But
He's got to think. He's
yeah,
got
yeah.
to process this.
yeah. All right. Okay. Look, I won't deny, but Joey Badass isn't shit.
I never said he was shit.
You said that he was above the maggots.
I was on the shit diagram. I wasn't on the good diagram yet.
Yeah, it's better than being the shit that comes out of the maggot's
All right,
ass.
so if we're analyzing the shit diagram, the shitogram. Okay, if we're analyzing the shitogram, there's the juices from the corpses of the maggots. There's
Shit-
the maggots, and then there's the shit. And then you
Shit,
said,
shitogram comes to a. All right. You got the shit. That's just shit.
but you said Joey Badass was,
Can you
was in the shit.
transcend above
what
the
did I say?
ground?
I haven't got to the goodagram.
So that's above the ground, right? That's like where the grass comes out.
That's
the
where the
sun's
grass.
out
That's
there.
where the sun.
So
and the
are you
trees are
implying
growing.
that all our dirt is made out of shit?
No.
And then below our dirt, there's maggots. So you're
There's
telling me right now,
maggots shit.
if I dig in the
Shut
ground,
up, Walter. Let
there's
me
gonna be
explain.
maggots and juices and shit.
Joey Badass. I would say Joey Badass. He's in the grass. He's playing.
We're in
Right?
the rap section right now.
But everyone
Yes.
is just down here. They're in the juice.
That's what I'm saying.
What about J. Cole? What about Kendrick? What about Eminem? What about?
Bitch, I haven't even mentioned them. They're up here. Kendrick Lamar, he's in the trees. He's
Wait, you're
flying
saying
high.
you think Joey Badass is worse than Kendrick Lamar?
He's up on the good scale. You should be happy then.
But still, I mean, like Joey Badass like replicates the sound from the '90s. Like that's why like he's so loved.
Eminem, I'm gonna put him in the trees too.
No, Eminem doesn't deserve to be in the trees. He deserves to be in the fucking universe. He deserves to be in space.
We're not flying. Trees as high as we go.
Trees as high as you go. And
Trees
he's at
as high
the
as we
tip
go.
of the
he's
very
at the
tallest
tip.
tree.
He can see the sun.
Exactly.
He can just barely touch.
People like Jay-Z, they're in the clouds.
But you said we're not going to love the trees. Ben, Eminem is a lot better than Jay-Z.
Do not sit here and bullshit me, Walter.
Ben, lyrically, Eminem is a mastermind. You think Jay-Z? All right, I'm just gonna be like 100% frank here. 444 is shit. I listened to that album and like there were like half of the
You didn't
songs
listen to. You're
I
still
liked.
listening to that 21 Savage
I don't listen to 21 Savage.
shit juice.
All right,
It's a knife.
but,
It's
Ben,
fine.
the thing with 444 is this is especially present in the Life of OJ or whatever it's called. His flow is choppy, and like I get that's his style.
Is
or
that the
whatever.
one where he flies around as Dumbo?
Yes.
Yeah.
His flow is choppy, and like I can't really vibe with it. But like Eminem, he has that lyrical skill. He has that flow. He can keep a flow and still make a really good song. And like not to mention his freestyling.
What the hell do you know about lyrics? You just told me that you liked a lyric where some broad is swallowing my kids.
No, I don't like that. I'm using that as an example of how they're shit. Ben, you act like I listen to that music because it sounds good, not because it's good. It's all shit. It's all garbage. I'll admit
to it
that.
then.
Because it's good for the ears. Like I can vibe with it.
It's good.
I
for
can
the ears.
vibe with it. Like that's why I like it. But it's
So
still,
it's
still
not
garbage.
like it's not even like swallowing semen is like the good thing. It's like you just like the sound of it.
With the beat. The beat is like majority.
beat,
of why I like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
The way. All right. One of the only rappers that you would consider shit that I think is really good is Ski Mask the Slump God. And even Anthony Fantano thinks the same. Because like, do you listen to any?
Plenty Flanello here.
Do you
Goddamn,
listen to
keep
anything Ski Mask?
No.
Okay. Well, like his sound is so original. Like it is one of the because like his flow is so weird. Cause like it'll go like da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun, and like it's just so weird. Like the way he like rhymes and like the way he makes everything sound is so different. And like you would listen and be, oh, this is garbage.
I see music as I want something that's all around the board. Good lyrics, beat, meaningful.
Eminem.
Jay-Z. That is
His
that
flow is
circle.
choppy.
That circle of goddamn life.
Well, his
all
flow is so
surrounds
choppy.
music.
All right, look, we can go on and on.
I'm
all
not
day.
saying.
We're not. No,
I'm not saying
hold
that.
on.
Shut your damn mouth. Let me finish. I'm not saying that Eminem is shitty. I never
I know,
said.
but Jay-Z's
Eminem
not
is
better.
damn good. Eminem is damn good.
I know.
Jay-Z's better. End of discussion. Here we go.
All right, no, all right. Look, we can have our
Yeah,
opinions.
all this
You can
detail
think that.
Eminem and it's like pause. Jay-Z's better.
All right, we can all have our opinions. It's never going to change. One thing
I mean,
to
He's not in the shit water.
I get that, but
All right?
to conclude this episode, we're at 52 minutes here, boys. This has been a long one. I want to talk about the Jimmy Kimmel and Casey Neistat situation. Do you know what's been going on?
No.
All right, to fill you in. Basically,
I know what
so
Jimmy Kimmel is.
you know about the adpocalypse, right?
That's where they're like
The YouTube ad
demonetizing shit, right?
Yeah, if you watch the H3 video, there's the piss circle. So basically, everyone's getting pissed on by YouTube, right? Besides the higher rankings, because
The hierarchy.
exactly there is a
Branden,
hierarchy.
why?
That's what it is.
There is a hierarchy. Okay. So at the top, you got all your YouTube bitches. I mean, if we're talking straight creators, at the top is all your famous people. You got your Jimmy Kimmels, your Jimmy Fallons, your
Seth
Jimmy
Meyers.
Jimmys, and your Seth Meyers.
Should we bring the shittogram back?
We're
for
not
YouTube
bringing the
stuff?
shittogram. We got the hierarchy. The
You'll be sorting through that
shitterarchy.
for 3,000 years.
And then then you got your like your PewDiePies and everyone up there who has like. Actually, I don't think PewDiePie has any rights anymore. I mean, after he dropped the hard R N-word, I think like his career is over when it comes to collaborating with YouTube. His career's not over, but I'm saying
It's not
his
over.
career with YouTube, like
Probably no
that
one-
him having relations
They
with
will
YouTube.
disconnect, yeah.
Yeah,
no
they're
one, no
completely
one probably even
disconnected.
cares.
They cancel his one
I
show.
don't think
wasn't
they-
that, like the scare PewDiePie thing.
Yeah, but
I don't think they cared when it happened.
but as you go down the hierarchy,
They did. They put it on number one trending, and we all know YouTube selects trending,
yeah, YouTube does
and
select
because
trending.
and it's gonna be proven by what
Yeah,
it's
this is
saying.
okay. So basically, what happened
I
was
thought it was funny.
Casey
but-
Neistat uploaded a video talking about the Las Vegas shooting, and he was like, every single penny that goes to this video from AdSense, and it's like $7 per 1,000 views, and this thing got like a good 16 million views. I actually really don't know. I completely pulled that number out of my ass, but
My phone's not dead. I'll go look.
so he raised so much money, a good like $350K to donate towards the families of Las Vegas, and then before it was able to make that much, it made it later because of donations, but before it was able to even make more possibly, YouTube demonetized it, even though it's for a good cause. And so he tweeted that out. How much is it at?
1.4 million.
Well, shit, I was a good 15 million. I assumed with all the craze that's been going on. Yeah. So, and then YouTube tweeted back at Casey Neistat after he put it online that, like, this happened. And they're like, oh, we heart. They put a heart emoji. Fucking bastards. They put a heart emoji. Like, we heart what you're doing here. But it's our policy that we can't put monetization on videos about tragedies. All right? And lo and behold, you go to Jimmy Kimmel's video about Las Vegas. And this is no hate towards Jimmy Kimmel because he's a really good guy. And, like, his entire monologue about the Las Vegas was super well put together. But they monetized it. And it's because
put it number one trending.
That means
and they put on number one trending. Meaning
monetize, meaning they like put they
put ads. They allowed ads, and meaning Jimmy Kimmel is making money off a tragedy technically. And like
the name of the video is like Jimmy Kimmel's response on the tragedy at Las Vegas.
Yeah,
it's like the name of the video.
And because they select trending, they deliberately put on number one trending and gave a monetization. And like with YouTube, I completely lost my train of thought. All right, anywho, so like,
there's a social hierarchy, right? YouTube
yeah. So, Jimmy Kimmel, his like entire corporation or company or whatever, ABC, they can pay YouTube to be like, hey, give us monetization, give us number one trending. And like, okay, and so technically, I mean, there's
iDubbbz is like
no, hold on.
Content Cop got 13 million views, like. Way faster.
Yeah, it got 10 million views.
It's not even anywhere on trending.
It's nowhere on trending. See, the YouTube works as a cycle of rape. Okay, there's like people bending each other over. I want to say rape, but people bending each other over. So you got the companies bending YouTube over. All right, so YouTube's getting dicked down by Jimmy Kimmel or ABC. Okay, and then YouTube, while they're getting dicked down, they're dicking down people like Casey Neistat. Okay, and the Casey Neistat's getting dicked. He can't dick anyone else. So that there ends the dick chain.
I like Casey Neistat. He's a cool guy.
He's a really good guy.
He's got a really nice penthouse in
New York. Yeah, I do like that.
So like there's this dick chain that's going on, and no one's gonna stop it. No one's gonna do anything until we move to another platform. But like you said, there's no way we can do that.
This damn
Google has become such an empire that like nothing can compete with it. Like nothing. No one's gonna. Pepsi, none of those. Oh my God! I just forgot an entirely new point. So, CNN when they had live footage of Las Vegas.
Had their ads.
Okay, yeah, they had ads. Live footage from Las Vegas. People keep.
Oh yeah, like over the television. Like
exactly.
People wanted to
and
see.
You want to know who were sponsoring them? Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola. The same three companies that pulled out of YouTube when PewDiePie said that he wanted all Jews to die. But that was obviously like sarcasm and not, like,
he was doing that to prove on this website that like you can people will do anything for money. So he put the most ridiculous thing.
And it kind of like replicated itself in a sense because Pepsi will do whatever they can for money, and they don't want to get a bad rep, so they just pulled out. But they'll gladly show their ads on 59 people dying. Like that's just pathetic.
I think this new thing though is.
What's the thing, right? It's not even that like it's pathetic. I'm sorry.
I think this new thing with the PewDiePie dropping the hard R. I think it's much different than the kill all the Jews thing, because that was. I mean, obviously that was a joke. With this one, he was like, there was no like
lead up. Or
there
anything.
was no. Yeah, there's no lead up. There was no like loss of words. It was just like a normal thing. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But like I said, any gamer out there. I mean, we all play games.
Yeah.
Like, crap comes flying out of your mouth. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's quite obvious that he does use that word
off
like,
screen.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's just a word. Like, okay, well, it's a word. All right. At the end of the day, it's a word. But like, it did come out of his mouth. It's not like, and it's not even like he was directing it towards a person either. I mean, he was obviously calling the dude who killed him.
But he's not like calling the person itself.
Someone killed him?
Like,
well, that's what I said. Okay, he got shot.
What happened was he was playing PUBG and he was hiding behind a car and then he got shot.
Game.
Yeah,
I know. I thought someone killed him in real life. I mean,
so pulled him to his house, gang, and just shot up his house.
But yeah, and like I feel like people hold that word at such a high standard nowadays. Like, if you would have said faggot, like, no one would have done anything. No one would have cared.
Well, that word is nothing now.
And honestly, I feel like what we need to
So
do
loosely thrown
is dethrone the word. I feel like we should dethrone it because people hold it to such a high standard, and if they don't want it to have that form of standard, then let's generalize it. Let's generalize the term to a normal swear word because it's not about racism anymore. No one's really using that term in a racist remark.
Right.
You know, people will say, you know, I'm just gonna say it. I don't care.
Nope.
I'm saying the A. The A.
You can't say that.
All right,
you have to be given the card.
The card? I have been given the card
Oh,
by multiple people.
There is no colored man here. We are all the whitest
All right,
humans.
look. But I'm just saying, the NIGGA. Okay.
I understand that.
It does not have any form of racist background. It doesn't, in the slightest. It means like friend or brother. All right.
But people will still get mad at white people when they say it.
But why?
Well, that's what I think too.
And
that's what
because
I think.
the people do it as a way to get triggered. People are finding ways to get triggered, and that's just this country's going to hell.
But
So-
Brandon, you told me this in the car one time, and I can't pronounce it, say his name, but he said that he was walking to a gas station in Flint as it was getting held up by someone.
You walked in and there was two
Guy-
Berettas.
The guy looked at him. He said, "I'm just here for a Pepsi." The guy with the Berettas they let him go walk over to the thing. He told me that. You know that story. He told me he was dead serious about it too. And he came up to me, he was like, "You know how Flint is. It's dangerous," and walked away. Wacky people.
So he told you this after I told you this story?
You told me this, and I went up to him. He's in my first hour. I went up to him and I said, someone told me that you stopped a robbery at a gas station by bunking him over the head with a Pepsi." And he's like, "Oh, yeah. I walked in there and he told me the whole story, and I was like, "You sure that happened?" He's like, "You know how Flint is. It's dangerous." He got up and left.
He told me. He's like, it's my part of Flint. It's just so dangerous. Like 10 people get murdered every 7 years. Like, oh, okay.
Right.
Must
Well,
be really bad.
we should get to concluding this pretty soon. But nothing really happened this week. It's been a fairly lowbrow week after Las Vegas. Terrible situation, but there really hasn't been anything like that big to live up to that
We
standard.
just gotta wait for. We're just getting ready for the next one.
I really wish that episode would have been better because that could have been really good.
What are you
but
talking about? The
the
episode 3?
third-
Oh, is that like you're talking about Las Vegas?
No. Oh
That could've
God,
been much
no. All right, but
Did a much better job.
look,
There were actually people who were like, "Yo, dude, this guy could have like." Because I know he stopped
Wally.
for a little bit because he was worried that there was someone near his door. So I
My
mean,
head's a little large.
okay, all right. Well, anyways, we'll see you next week. 7 days. Goodbye.
7 days.
I'm saying
Oh,
7
oh,
days
we-
until.
got
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you next week.